Ex-President Obasanjo reacts as Buba Galadima says Buhari was brought to power to keep Fulani alive. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has reacted to the controversial remarks made by Buba Galadima, a chieftain of the new Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), who claimed that the late Buhari was brought to power to protect the Fulanis ethnic group. The statement by Galadima, made shortly after the announcement of Buhari's death in a private London clinic, has drawn widespread attention and criticism. Okay? Chukwudioko says, didn't you see how Fulani herdsmen enjoyed mass mines under Buhari? Did you ever heard of any arrest? Even if they were able to capture some of them, they were always released, and they are being recruited into the army. Or they have asked for forgiveness, so they have been forgiven. That's, we believe the dead dude called Buhari was the worst thing that ever happened to this country. In all fronts, Babakara says all the problems we are facing today in Nigeria, whether political or religious, is caused by our northern leaders. Jacob says all of you commenting about what Buba Galadima said concerning late former PNB do not have an idea of why Buba hated Buhari. Even after that, Buba's hatred for former PNB started when Buba wasn't given the position he wanted after the formation of APC. Since then, the relationship between the two became sad till former PNB died. It's only those of you that don't know will take Buba serious. To those of us that knows the truth, see this as a lamentation of someone who lost out of favor. Okay. Andy says, very hopelessness from Galadima, absurd lies. Because Buhari was brought by Southwest, President Tinubu, so is he saying that Tinubu brought him to destroy Southwest, Southeast? That is totally wrong accusation against the person of late Buhari. I remember vividly when he gave another in the executive meeting that the security agency should buy these terrorists. But it was the cabals that maneuvered the security agencies. Especially the politicians making money from it. Maybe the cabals really are really the ones controlling the country, and they were the ones that did not allow Buhari to do the things that he wanted to do, and then it has now painted him a bad president. Meanwhile, it was the cabals that painted him the bad president. It is well. Poise says, God is way too bigger than mere men. He is all wise, all authority, almighty, all dominion. Okay? Gabatin says, why didn't you say it when he was alive? You castigated him in all aspects before he died, but failed to say it. Thank God we know that you hate him with passion. Nick Adoye says, but that's the truth. But unfortunately, he was the former military head of state, Buhari. So even when they go to capture those Boko Haram, why was he releasing them back? Why was he saying, was it the cabals that worked too? Was it the cabals that was telling him to forgive the bandits, the Boko Harams, and recruit them into the army? Because he showed us during his time. There was a lot of mine during Buhari's tenure, as in a lot. Okay, Yoma says, that's how fully some so-called elders can sound. Atehemba says, Buba Galadima has just spoken, exposed himself as one of the strong agents of the disturbing extremists, Boko Haram, Lakurawa, or one of these terrorist groups. The government, if there is, should call him to question. Let's hope that happens, but I'm not sure. Mohammed says, well, that is his opinion, and as such, he is entitled to it. But let me remind our leaders and the masses, we have failed to our responsibilities as Nigerians. And Nigeria, we should stop deceiving ourselves by pointing fingers across our leaders, both dead and alive. We should all be held responsible enough on the situations we put ourselves. My advice to Nigerians, we should put Nigeria above all and start talking about the way forward for Nigeria and Nigerians. Stop medication. Okay. Nick says, Fulani is not bad, but they allowed our evil leaders to use them for evil. They are bad, no. If somebody teaches you to do bad and you do it, that means you yourself are bad. This one is not a matter of Fulani is not bad, but they allowed our evil leaders to use them. If somebody comes to use you for something bad, that means, and you did that evil thing, that means you are evil. You are just looking for somebody to push it out of you. You are just looking for somebody to ginger you to do the evil that you've always had in your heart too. Urama says, Buhari brought in Fulani Caliphate, foot soldiers, bandits with the help of headsmen to destroy farmers and their crops, making food insecurity higher. Well, okay, that's what you said again. Than ever. Okay. Hausa where farmers can't go to farm again because fear of herdsmen and bandits, as in the fear is palpable. They are so scared. So scared. Charles Dunn says, pure truth, but Nigerians should be very careful because they are strategizing with ADC. Amodemaja says, all those evil Fulani have already brainwashed and make majority of those northern people useless and turn them to beggars on the road. Kudos to those Christian northern people because they are more civilized, yes, so more civilized than the northern Muslims. So I feel sorry for the northerners. Nobody will tell them to flush those criminals called Fulani out of their place because they are the ones who brought the animals called Fulani to the system, all in the name of Islam. Newman Sunday says that's half of the truth. Buhari was brought in to Islamize the country and promote the Fulani agenda, and all their plan is not working. And this same one too that they did, it was Muslim ticket. Let's have Muslim ticket so that and their plan still backfired again. That is why they are forming coalition now. Kamil Elebede says, Baba don't mind Galadima. He is an enemy of Buhari till death. He abused him throughout his government. Britton Back says he's saying the truth. And sincerely, the administration of President Muhammad Buhari was and still is the reason for the massive insecurity in Nigeria today. Eka Nofadula says, what Galadima said is 100% truth, only that our Mumu people easily get carried away by manipulation, behavior of Muslim people, and fall in their trap just like that. Streetseller says, having known the Fulani's destructive agenda in Nigeria, there is no possibility of Fulani's presidency in the country in the future. Let the Hausas come to their senses. Ogochukwu says, try, what a country. This will only know peace and joy progress when they go to regional government. Tasi says, you are the one who caused Boko Haram in the northern Nigeria. May Allah destroy your bad intentions to the northern people. That's Buba Galadima he's talking to. Collins' answer says, who talk true, they'll say he doesn't have sense. Who talk bad, they'll say he's right. So shameful of some leaders allow their brain to also be corrupted. It is well. Ajibade Benga says, it's a pity that some of these political allies would continue to behave in a very disrespectful manner. Why should Buba Galadima speak in this manner? So Buhari came to power only to protect the Fulanis. No wonder the late Fulani headers to continue to buy Nigerians. And Buhari would say he's not aware. And I hope you are not bringing Atiku to come and protect Fulani again. We need a Nigerian president, not Fulani president. Abio. And listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.